In the suttas, there is a passage.
Yeah.
It says, a mind surrounded by panya,
Yeah.
without dosa and moha. And then it says a mind
Yeah.
that is not subject to future arising with these three roots. How do you know that the mind is no longer subject to arising of the three roots? How do you know that you've cut off
Arising to what?
arising with the three roots? The lust, the hatred, and the delusion. In the future, it's no longer. How do you know you've destroyed them? You've destroyed the roots.
If you still have to ask, you don't know. You haven't destroyed them.
Okay.
How do you know things are happening? How do you know that there's a feeling coming? This is the knowing. And when we go into the mind, that's where we go to this knowing that knows everything. It knows if a thought arises, it knows if a memory arises, and it knows if the kilesas have gone or vita has disappeared.
Okay, Bhante, but I'm thinking, okay, so you in your putti, you in samadhi,
Yeah?
that's great.
Yeah?
You see rising, passing away,
Yeah.
etc. But isn't that dangerous to an extent where you are in your putti, you are not subject to the sounds, the tastes. When you come out of your putti, you still have to deal with the real world.
No.
And that's what I mean. If in your putti, you understand
Yeah.
what is arising in the mind. But once you step out of the putti in the real world,
Yeah.
how do you know that the anusaya kilesas, the deep volcanoes, are not going to erupt? Because you're out there dealing with people, dealing with sound, dealing with taste,
Yeah.
touches, etc. In your putti, to a larger extent, you don't have that.
Yeah. But you have to realize that these things outside are not you. Yeah? They have nothing to do with you. It isความโกรธความโลภความหลง it is greed, hatred, and delusion that attaches to these things that sees in outside. And that is, when you cut them, then you just see the things as they are. It doesn't really matter if you're in your putti or if you're outside.
It doesn't?
No. Because your mind is free of this attachment. I mean, if you come out of your putti, and you don't like this or you don't like that, that means, you still have those.
Oh, no. I understand that part. But I know there are situations where.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue? Okay. So, there's a story of Ajahn Martin, where in Wapapong there was somebody very advanced people.
Yeah.
And Ajahn Chah said something to him one day. And the people exploded with anger.
Yeah.
And Ajahn Chah just stood there and they started laughing. And said, you were saying that you've accomplished this and you've accomplished that.
Yeah.
Then why are you angry?
Yeah.
And you are one of the senior peoples. That's what I mean. He was exposed. Ajahn just said something, and then all of a sudden, something came up that was not coming up in the putti. That's what I'm saying. So he has not cut it off completely.
Of course.
So how do you, if we don't challenge ourselves to this kind of situation, how do you know that you really, really are cut them off? They're gone. The fetters. Shouldn't we challenge ourselves? let somebody get angry with me. Let somebody say something I don't like. Let me see what happens in the mind. And then you really know.
This is certainly a way that you can test yourself, but there's something that is called the knowingness or the pure knowingness. In this knowingness, no matter where you are, you know if you're free or not free. How did the Lord Buddha know that he's free? Nobody challenged him.
Indeed, the elephant Nalagiri wanted to kill him, and
No,
the Buddha
the elephant did not want to kill him.
okay, he was running in the village, and and the Buddha gave him metta, and the devata that wanted to kill him.
Devata was, chasing, making this elephant very angry.
Yes. But he was challenged. The Buddha was challenged.
Yeah.
He was challenged, and he gave
Yeah.
him metta.
But that happened long time after the enlightenment. After his enlightenment, the first thing what he was doing, going to his five
Yes.
colleagues or whatever you call it, companions, yeah, who were striving, who were striving to get enlightened. And then he taught them. And then the only one who, from this teaching, who got enlightened was Ajahn Martin. Yeah? The others still had to work very hard to get enlightened. It's just knowingness, and no matter if you're in the kuti, or if you're in the middle of Bangkok, you will know you're free. It's the same thing, if you enter Sotapanna, you know. You can assume it, but this assumption can be
Dangerous question.
can be challenged. And that's what I normally do. Yeah? Just like I take charge. Yeah? Olung Mahabor. Yeah?
You did that as well?
Yeah. I mean he challenged others, yeah. He said you're not finished yet. Also you are at a very high level, but you're not finished yet. Go and sit in your kuti, don't do anything, until and only come out when you finish. So he went to see, yeah, because there is a stage that is called anagami where people really think, oh, yeah. I mean, there's nothing anymore, yeah. I mean, so why bother, yeah? And Lungta Mahabodhi saw it, these people are still deluded, yeah. So he went to see them, yeah, and free them.
Okay. Just continue to work.
Yeah, that's all what you can do. And be aware, be really aware of the thoughts that creep in that you have achieved this or that. Because these are the things that can be challenged, yeah? And if you have a good Ajahn like Ajahn Chah, yeah? I mean, he is an accomplished one, yeah? So I mean he saw, he sees inside this person and knows exactly what to do.
Okay, is there sati, right sati, and wrong sati?
Yes.
So, for example,
You have the right sati when you try to be within the realms of the five precepts and investigate this, yeah. But for instance, a thief has to have sati.
sorry.
A thief has to have sati. If he has no sati, he's instantly caught.
Yeah, or killer.
Yeah,
They know
killer,
that.
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
which is-
all these, yeah.
That's wrong sati.
That's wrong sati.
So then there is right samadhi and
Yeah.
wrong samadhi.
Yeah.
So then there is right path and wrong path.
Yeah.
Everything there is right action, right livelihood, right speech, and then there is wrong. Right view, wrong view, right intention.
Because sati, also belongs to the realm of anicca, anatta, dukkha, yeah? To this universe, yeah. Just like the Dhamma, yeah. It's not always there, yeah. It arises and ceases, yeah.
But that's dangerous, isn't it? Not having no sati, that's You
Yeah,
dead.
that is even worse.
That's you dead.
No, yeah, it's pretty much you're a robot.
Because the Buddha said if you're heedless, he uses the word heedless.
Yeah.
Appamado.
Yeah.
So he says you're dead. You're already dead.
Yeah, you're brain dead, yeah.
You will be born, you will age, and you will die.
Yeah.
You will be in samsara.
Yeah, and that is billions of people here on this planet.
So not having sati is very, 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 very dangerous.
I mean, I just explained it to the Thais. Yeah? If you have no sati, I mean, it is like you're blinded. You're blind. You run against these things and you don't know what you run against.
You're blind in a dark room.
No, you're blind with your eyes open. You think you see, but you don't see. Yeah. You think you understand, but you don't understand. That's why it is even worse. That's the blindness. Yeah. Huh? Of a blind person. Yeah?
Okay. Maybe, like for example, let's say you were a very angry person before.
Yeah.
And then you practice,
Yeah.
and then same situation as before,
Yeah.
but you don't react the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
It's a good time. But then there's another situation where you react very strongly.
Okay?
I mean, you have different views and different opinions. Yeah. I mean, you get angry very much when this view or this opinion, is challenged. Yeah. And then you realize, this is really not a good way to react. So you cut down of this opinion, this view, yeah. But you still have other views, yeah. So you can be challenged on these. If you have no views and no opinions, I mean, nobody can challenge you. Because you don't have to defend anything. Yeah? And that is the Arahant. He doesn't have to defend anything. He's actually not there, yeah? If he's not needed.
But you can be a Sotapanna as a layperson.
What?
You can be Sotapanna as a layperson.
Yeah. You can be Sakadagami as a layperson. But it is extremely difficult to become an Anagami as a layperson. And even more extremely difficult to become an Arahant. It is not impossible, it is very improper.
Yeah, but Bante, I hear, read these things. People ordain and they say, I want Nirvana, I want Arahant.
Yeah.
Isn't that another form of tanka, craving? I want
Yes.
this, I want that.
Yes,
You never become Arahant like that.
yes, you will become.
That's sort of craving. You want to
Yes.
be this, you want to be that.
You have to realize that we can use, that we can use the kilesas, this wanting, to achieve something. If you don't want, you cannot achieve anything. If you don't want, you cannot sit down in meditation.
Craving.
Yeah?
This is right effort.
It is right effort, it is right wanting. It's right desire. If people have no desire, and you saw that in your life, I mean, no matter, where you were, there are people who have no desire whatsoever. They just live, like that people, they just live their way.
Sure.
Yeah? So, but they are not enlightened.
I understand. So let me so we have effort, which comes from sadhana, from confidence, faith. That's one thing. But to really, I want to achieve this, I want this. Isn't it better just practice your path, follow the path.
Yeah.
You will get there. Why this?
Yeah, but why? Yeah. And how do you challenge the difficulties on your path?
With a teacher. You need a teacher.
Yeah. And why do you think there are only few people here? Yeah. Huh?
Why?
Because they are challenged too much.
They quit you.
Yeah, they quit. So if you don't have the desire to go through, if you don't have enough sattva,
You wouldn't be here though.
You would, yeah,
Why would you come here if you don't have enough?
yeah. You can come here, but then you see it is too difficult. And if you don't have to desire, to go on really, yeah. And if you don't have enough trust, yeah, then you stop, yeah. And then you go looking for another place. And then you go looking for another place. Hmm? No, the desire, look at Mahaprabhu, my venerable teacher said it very clearly. It is this, yeah. And it is a thing that will let go last, yeah. Or you can call it will, yeah. It is okay, if you just go, and don't give up. But, this not giving up, it's our desire not to give up. And just go the path.
Yeah. So these past couple of months, I suppose, I've been not exactly surrounded by death, but I've been encountering people and situations where they're kind of they're coming face to face for the first time with the reality of death.
Yeah.
And it's quite scary because there's like they're trying to. It seems to me like they're frazzled and they're trying to come up with their own ways of making them feel comfortable, and it's sort of like them reinventing their own religion from scratch when it's too late. And these past couple of days or weeks rather, they've been asking me to pray for them and stuff like that. And I'm like, how at least do I make them not like have more negative or unskillful rather kamma, while at the same time not like, well, we don't pray here. How do
Of
I?
course you pray.
I mean, pray like, please, Holy Trinity, heal.
Yeah.
And, but just, I don't know. That's number one. Like, how do I deal with that? And number two, it's just horrifying to see how people, when they're unprepared for death, deal with death. It's like,
Yeah, but it's their problem, yeah. We cannot help people if they don't come and ask.
and I
They
don't
are
want
not
that to happen
willing.
to me, though.
What?
I don't want the same thing happening to me, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what you, huh?
That's number two.
Marana sati. Sati of death, awareness of death. Huh?
It's like I just want to die in peace and not like try to invent all my own religion again from scratch because I had not cared
if you
about
have
it.
sati, there's no problem.
Yeah, because I won't do any of the stuff that I would later regret and then have to justify.
Yeah, if you have sati, there's no thought, there's no memories.
Yeah. So, but I guess for my first question, then I don't know. How do I at least not be a burden to them?
You don't. That is your own interpretation to be a burden to them.
I mean, how do I like lighten the burden that they already have?
You cannot.
I cannot. That's what I thought too.
You cannot. But what you can have is, you can have metta, understanding, compassion for them.
Would it be?
And you can share. You can share your marriage. Invite.
Yeah.
You share your marriage with them. Yeah. Or you share the metta with them. Yeah. That will certainly lighten their burden. Yeah.
The merit is kind of easy, but the metta, yeah, I will have to work on that because I'm not that
Yeah. Spanish.
loving person. I'm not like. Anyway, yes.
Or tempered people.
Angry at one time, the next very friendly. Anyway, thank you, Ajahn. That's all.